When the Titanic sank in 1912, it was supposed to be an unsinkable ship. But the tragedy of that night was made even worse by a shocking mistake, a mistake that cost precious lives and ultimately changed the course of history. And that mistake? The final SOS signal that went out from the ship. On the night of April 14, 1912, the Titanic, a luxury liner that boasted the latest in technology and safety, sailed through the icy waters of the North Atlantic. Everything seemed perfect, until it wasn't. Just after 11:40 p.m., the unthinkable happened. The Titanic struck an iceberg, tearing a 300-foot gash along its hull. Despite the ship's unsinkable reputation, it began to sink. The crew knew they had mere hours to save the passengers. That's when they sent out the SOS signal. At 12:15 a.m., just 35 minutes after the collision, radio operator Jack Phillips sent out the first SOS message. But here's where things get mind-blowing. Instead of prioritizing their distress signal, Phillips was still handling routine passenger messages and was overwhelmed with radio traffic. This caused a critical delay. The signal didn't go out immediately to the nearest ships. In fact, it was ignored by ships in the area because they didn't recognize how urgent the message was. The world's most famous SOS wasn't even fully understood when it first went out. The Titanic's closest ship, the Carpathia, received the SOS message, but by the time they arrived, it was already too late. In just under 3 hours, the Titanic had sunk to the bottom of the ocean, and over 1,500 lives had been lost. What makes this tragedy even more heartbreaking is that if the SOS had gone out sooner or been understood immediately, lives could have been saved. The delays in communication led to confusion, panic, and ultimately death. The Titanic disaster prompted major changes in maritime safety. After the sinking, international law was rewritten, requiring all ships to have radio operators working 24/7 and to respond to distress signals more effectively. The sinking of the Titanic is a haunting reminder of how communication can mean life or death. A small delay, a misjudgment, or a missed signal can change everything. Let us never forget the lives lost on that fateful night. If you found this story as shocking and tragic as I did, like this video and subscribe for more unbelievable, true stories. And don't forget to comment below. What do you think would have happened if the SOS message had been sent immediately? Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.